now from near Yeppoon in central Queensland. And Allyson, that fire at Cobberable west of Yeppoon is one of two where we have emergency warnings in place. What's happening there now?
Yeah, Miriam, as you can see, this is the roadblock behind me. This is actually into the area known as Lake Mary, and that's because those fire fronts that have been around Yeppoon, the two fire fronts that we saw at emergency level warnings, have now merged into one and are heading towards the Lake Mary area. We've been seeing crews and volunteers going into this area all afternoon. We were actually at the station command earlier this afternoon, and we saw a number of trucks leaving urgently because they were getting calls from residents who needed assistance at their homes. We do know that a lot of these areas have been evacuated, including, as you mentioned, the Cobberable area, the Bungendurra area and Lake Mary, where we're looking into at the moment. But some residents here are hopeful that they might be able to get back in tonight. If I bring you around here to my left, you might be able to see there's a long line of cars that are perched on the side of the road waiting to see where this fire goes for the rest of the evening and if in fact they would be allowed back into their properties.
So Allyson, a long and anxious wait there for those people. We've also heard of those earlier multiple buildings damaged. What are people expecting as the fires continue?
So at the moment, those areas are still closed off. A couple of people have been allowed back in to try and get some idea of the sort of damage. But because there are still fire breaks being put into those areas, we were trying to have a look at some of that damage a little bit before, and we were out with some crews, and even they had to leave because the fire is so unpredictable. We do know, however, that 16 structures of some sort have been affected. Just how many homes is included in that list, we don't quite know yet. And there's a very real chance that there could be more added to that list because this fire is not under control. It's not within containment lines. The heat here is extreme. The winds are constantly changing. That's making it incredibly difficult for crews to try and get a handle on this blaze.
So what's the outlook then for the next several hours and overnight indeed?
We can feel right now, you can probably see my hair, the wind is starting to pick up, which is really not what crews want going into a night, but it does appear like the temperatures will drop, and so at least it won't be so hot on the fire front. But some of the challenge with this fire is it is in a bit of inaccessible country. It's very bushy. These are rural and remote properties, and it's so incredibly dry here. It has been months since there has been any decent rain, and so if this fire continues to burn in areas that they just can't get it under control, there is a very real chance that more homes, more properties could be lost. But at the moment, Miriam, it appears that everyone is safe. It's now just a chance to try and get on top of that fire condition to make sure that no properties are lost.
Let's hope so. Our reporter Allyson Horn with the latest there near Yeppoon in Queensland. Well, now it's time to check in for sport with Meredith Sheehan.
France hold a 2-1 lead over Australia in the Fed Cup after a shock loss for Ash Barty. Barty started strong, needing just 33 minutes to claim the first set. It was a more even contest in the second, with Kristina Mladenovic breaking serve and taking the second set. Mladenovic continued to control the match, handing Barty her first Fed Cup loss of the year and France a 2-1 lead.
As well, a word for you, the whole Australian crowd. I'm really sorry for this match because obviously I know you want your team to win, but you're just all amazing, and as a professional athlete on the court, this is what's memorable for us at the end of the career, and I'll never forget this atmosphere, so thank you very much.
Alex de Minaur has lost the final of ATP's Next Generation